Hey guys, it is July the 28th of 2014. I want to go over the euro dollar, giving you price and time technical analysis. And you know the usual, please pause the video and read a video disclaimer. It's just pretty much my thoughts, my opinions, using esoteric way of calculation, using Gann theory, and just giving you my thoughts. It's pretty much all my opinion. So with that being said, let's get into the chart. I haven't posted in a while. Most of you know I've been short. And I've been trailing my stop lower and lower, and I'm not sure 100%, but I'm kind of getting an inclination that there's a turn just around the corner. It could start anywhere from today, tomorrow, and I'm looking at August 5th, 6th, somewhere around there. Where is August? Yeah, either Tuesday or Wednesday of August 5th or 6th could be possible if this thing continues going even lower. But I'm thinking maybe it could do a pop here today, tomorrow, next couple of days. So I'm tightening my stop much closer. But I wanted to start out with the commitments to trader report and kind of like see where we're at, kind of get an idea since I haven't done a video in a while. But I think if I do post a video, I feel like there's an importance coming here. It might play out, it might not play out, so it doesn't really matter. As long as you're kind of aware and kind of have heads up, if you see price action confirming what I'm saying, then you make the call and the right choice in regards to that. So we see commercial they've been buying the euro, and large speculators have been selling the euro. You can see on July 22nd report. From 64,000 short to 90,000, and the commercial have been buying it, and retail are flat, kind of still going lower, and you can see on the index it's a big spread. Sentiment's going higher while euro's going down. This is an interesting indicator, but interesting that it's kind of weird. It goes up, this goes down. And when this goes down, like here, it goes up. I don't know if you guys seen the video, but it's interesting to see it. It looks like it's pointing higher. But just wanted to show you where we at on the commitments to trader report. I kind of think we're probably going to do a little turn right here, possible pivot. But if it doesn't play out, I'm looking then far into August 5th or 6th. A lot of things lined up for that. All right, so let's get into the charts. Let's lower this down a little bit. As you can see, we came all the way out here. I have a target that, it could hit it, but let's see. It's 33.87, and it's the fifth wave. Doing my analysis, know that this is not Elliott wave. I do not follow Elliott wave. I have my own way of counting, and it's just impulse waves. So that's the way I count. I'm not stuck in Elliott rule. I have a little bit of the counting of impulses. And I count them to 5 and then start again, but I don't have all that craziness that Elliott wave technicians, and no offense to you guys that follow this stuff. I just try to keep it simple. This was the top for me here. This was a failed top, so you got the 1, 2, 3, which is the bigger wave, 4, and we pushed down to 5. So anywhere around here we could do a possible turn. I think it's around possibly sooner, but if it's going to play out, 33.87 is my target to the downside. But if it doesn't, I got my stop right here at 34.86. So if this thing continues going higher and I see some Momo, I'm just going to get out. But that's my stop right here, and I'm trailing it down. And that's the 75%, 34.90. But a lot of things are kind of lining up. So that's where we're at right here. If we use the Gann theory, my Gann swing, I'm a little rusty. My Gann swing is telling me we're still to the downside. So that's why I still have my stop there. I'm not just coming out. Gann says if you should have a reason why you want to come out of the market. I don't want to come out of the market because it can continue going lower. But I'm just trailing my stop because I see between price and time things could possibly change here. But price has to confirm it before anything. But price and time are kind of meeting up here. So the Gann swing is still down. And even if you edit it till like one day, it's still pointing down. So you're still, once on the 1 day things start turning around, and it gets to the third day, then your analysis is correct, and maybe you could just cover, or you're gonna get stopped out and then go long and try to figure out where will be possible resistance to the upside. So that's that. I don't think I have anything else. Seasonal days 28th, so that's why I'm doing a video. The 14th, let's backtrack and let's see what's been going on. The 14th kind of came a day early, seasonal day, and boom, the next day got the flush to the downside. And then July 21st, seasonal date, we were kind of like, we did a little dragonfly there, and then kind of like, no one decided where they wanted to go, either up or down. And then the next day, flush, got them down and pushed it even lower. So the seasonal dates have been early a day, and then the next day they either get slammed to the, they've been getting, lately they've been getting slammed to the downside, nothing to the upside yet. So I'm curious to see if the seasonal day 28, we're going to get a pop tonight, or, the next candle tomorrow, since maybe I'm a day early on all these dates, maybe tomorrow we get the flush. So I'm going to be watching. I got a couple of alerts. If it passes certain price range, I'm not even going to wait for it to get up here. I might just get out because it's going to look like it's confirming my analysis for a possible turn. I don't know if it's going to go all the way up and retest a high, or it's just going to be a nice little pop, retrace, get some stops, and then push lower and maybe start a trend to the downside. I really don't know. It's early in the game, and I haven't gone that far in my calculations, so I just wanted to give you that. Next thing I want to do, let's break down our analysis, what we've got lately. Turbo cycles. My cycles have been showing that it's been going down. It's kind of interesting because this before was going up, but since price has been going down, it's adjusting. And it's showing a possible bottom here. So let's see if this pans out, anywhere from the August. Actually, if you really want to go, it's looking like it wants to go all the way down to October the 15th. And then trend higher. So that remains to be seen, but I wanted to show you so like that you kind of see what works and what doesn't work. This cycle is adjusted to the euro, and it's going with what I'm thinking. So you can see that there's two conflicting things. One adjusted to the euro, and the other cycle just a general layout of the cycle of the euro. It's showing that it did a pivot, should do a pivot low on the 21st, 22nd, and then it should continue going higher. And pause a little bit on the 11th, and the 18th impulse higher all the way to the September, the first week of September. So that remains to be seen. Using the Bradley Geo model, this is more with Astro. It's showing a pivot here, which is the 26th. And then a pivot change on the 7th, and then it starts going lower. And sometimes it could be inverse. This could be going lower, and this is going higher. So it's kind of weird. But this was not adjusted to the euro. This is just more on a generalized. This one's adjusted to the euro, and it's just showing a pivot low on the 24th, 25th, going all the way to the 10th of August. So it's showing a nice little spike here. So this is kind of lining up more. Interesting, when you adjust it to the euro, it's kind of lining up with my theory that we might probably be getting a pop soon. But like I said, it remains to be seen. This is just more speculation. For those astro traders that believe in the heavens and they influence the markets, this one's for you. This is Geo, and this is the moon right here, and it's crossing 3 planets. The inner planets is the sun, you got Mercury, Venus. This is Mars. If you see my videos, Mars was holding it up here and failed, and now Venus is holding up, and there's a cluster between Venus, Mercury, the sun, the moon, crossing all this. I've seen interesting patterns when the moon's crossing these planetary lines. That there's like a force. I don't know what you call it, impulse, where things just shoot fast. So possible target. Could be this Mars, since it's been holding over here and it kind of failed right here. Look at that, failed right there. There's a Mars area, which is at 35.40, could be a possible target. It could be nice to short the dollar and get go long euro to like here and scalp, do a little scalp. And then the next one up there. But I just wanted to show you that what I've been seeing. This is Helio. You gotta look both. You gotta look geo and helio, and you can see that this is Mercury crossing Venus. So nothing, this could probably be a vector point where things could change, but we'll see. I don't know. There's a lot of things just that I see in patterns, so it should be interesting. The 28th, right here, Mercury and Venus cross, and this is the outer planets. These are the big boys, and this is Jupiter right here. So Jupiter is right around that 3440. So let's see if this is what's holding the euro as resistance. Where are we at 34.36? If this is what's holding as resistance, if we could get above there and shoot up, possible targets could be that 35.47 right there. I can't remember what planetary line is this, but it is a planetary line. It could be Pluto, it could be Uranus, it could be Saturn. Who knows? That's that for that there. What else I want to show you? Let's see. Gann swing, the Gann square. This is where we are with the Gann square. It's right here. It's kind of interesting. There was a lot of things I thought it was going to play out and it didn't, and now it just cracked through here. And this is normally there's just one, but I've made a layer of couple, just to see, if this, how it plays out. The 8/10 is the mid here, so let's see what happens. But I don't see anything, that could lead me to that it could be a possibility on the Gann square. On the free ellipse, I don't see nothing there. Just kind of following this angle down here. So nothing of vibrational points. Let's see, harmonic waves. You can see that made a low, made a high, and now we're here, and now this could probably play out. The midpoint here is like August 10th, so maybe this could be going sideways and then shoot up, or maybe start shooting up and following this. So I just wanted to show you that. Let's see, the saw, same thing. Could be a target all the way here to the October 11th. The Fourier string is pointing up to the 4th, 5th, which I have my eyes on there. And harmonic string, same thing, maybe 4, 5, same thing. Fibonacci ellipse is giving me a time cycle right here in the 23rd, so it's already a couple of days in, still pushing lower, and this is an early signal and didn't give us a pop or anything like that. Pitchfork, same thing, found resistance here, so it's kind of hovering between these two powerful angles. Fibonacci retrace, nothing really there. The Gann fan, this was interesting. On the Gann fan, from this low of 8.11 or 7.11, or was it, no, 11.6 around there, with the pivot high, you can see that it's finding support at that last fan. So that's kind of interesting right there, that it bounced right there, and now if this holds and starts going higher, then it's confirming my my theory, or my analysis, that it could possibly turn here. What else I got here? Let's see. The 1-2-8 technique. You can see right here that we hit it on the 25th, and it could be a possible low here to go higher now. So we got to see how that plays out. And if we look at the weekly, you can see that the weekly has just been on a downtrend, right? And if we look at the monthly, it's been on a downtrend too. So this whole month, this is kind of positive, negative, but this whole month of July has been to the downtrend. And we got now, August 1st coming in. So negative on the monthly, and two weeklies have been negative. So maybe this could possibly turn there. I don't think I have anything else to show you on this chart. I went over everything there. Let's look at let's glance this chart. You can see on the weekly, you're on the Ichimoku cloud. You've got a PPS sell signal below the 20, the 50, finding support at the 200 simple moving average. And you got the 100 here. And you got the bottom end of the linear regression channel. And mind you, this is a weekly chart. So if you look closer, you can see that the euro has been in the cloud consolidating here. And it looks like it could possibly find support at this right here, that 34.27 with the Ichimoku cloud, and the 200 simple moving average is becoming support right now. If you look at the daily, you can see that we've smashed right through the cloud, and you're finding support at this, where are we here, the 62.5% level right here. The point of control was here, and it was lost at 35.93. And we have, looking at the Tom D mark indicator, we have a ninth candle right here. So a lot of stuff are lining up. You got the bottom linear regression channel right here. You got a monthly pivot right here, that 33.99. So there's a lot of things. If this could push higher and take out these highs, we could definitely continue and maybe test the 20, the 50% level right here, and the 50 simple moving average right here, and this point of control. So let's see how that pans out. You can see a linear regression right here on the weekly. Found support here. You're kind of hovering here. 34.20 was the low. This is the 1 hour chart, just kind of trending sideways. Once this thing starts looking like the 5 minute, this linear regression channel pushing higher than like the 30 minute, that every time it comes here, it just pushes higher, and and we get a buy signal on the 12 hour. Things could look good. We got to just we got to watch out for that 34.83. Looking at esoteric ways of the way I look at the markets and vibrational dates, you can see that we're lining up on the 28th also right here. 2 days of highs. So you could do an inverse and it could be a low. And then you got to watch out for the 3rd, the 4th, and then the 5th. Strong vibrational levels. 1, 2, 3. So it should be interesting how it plays out. Anything else I need to show? These are the dates I've been watching. Some of the green ones have been pretty good. The gray one was just one. It was kind of in between. And then the red ones didn't work out at all. So the 28th, 29th right here on the hermanometry. Square outs. The 31st. And that's just a bunch. 30. So we'll get there. But those are the dates I've been keeping an eye on. So last thing is the let's see. This is the 1 hour. Still kind of weak. The 5 minutes, the 15 minute. We got a low here. This is kind of resistance at 34.43. We're chopping around here, but we got a buy signal. But once we clear that out, you got a 34.54 and 34.58. And your midpoint will be that 35.61 if we get up there, and you got to keep an eye on that level right here, 35.09. Let's see over here. Same thing here. These are ticks. Kind of see the price action. Instead of measuring it in time, you can measure it, in ticks. And so this is where we're at. I got a 10,000 tick right here, and I still don't have a buy signal yet, but it's looking good. It's above the moving averages, so possible target could be that 34.50ish around there. We'll push all the way up there. And the big picture, so I can wrap it up. 12 hour, we got Bobo positive. Been getting these snapbacks up there and then getting crushed. So this could be another setup. Already got the dot. You got the 50 and still in zoom mode, so I'm not gonna buy it yet, but I'm still gonna remain short. You got Fisher sell signal. You got divergence building up here. Pushing higher. You got positive here. But team is negative, but it's kind of like giving you like a possible turn. So, it's kind of lining up with my theory. But price action, needs to prove itself. Same thing here. TEMA negative, MOBO negative. 50. The CC is in serious nitro zoom mode. Very bearish. And what I like about this is I'm getting a cluster. This is what I call a cluster. You get a SOAP signal for buy, and it was a fake out, went lower, and then you get a soap signal, and then you get a cluster up and a cluster down, and now you're setting up for a cluster up. That's telling me that the battle is on now to push it higher. So this is another thing I watch. Fisher here, the only thing is I don't like it that it's still pointing down, but this is going to lead this if it's going to turn. Still negative, negative, negative here, negative here. We're about to get into nitro zone right here on the 50. Tima's negative, negative. I mean, you're below everything here, so it's really risky if you're gonna go long here, but be interesting. Holding the 200 right here on the weekly, like I said, and on the monthly. I rarely show the monthly, but I only show it when I see the big picture. You got support at the 200, and you got the 50 right under it. So interesting. PPS sell signal. So next month, when this candle shows up here, this is showing, that the pressures to the downside. Should be interesting what's going to happen. Tima negative, Mobo negative. This is just pointing down. Fisher sell signal pointing down. Weakness on the monthly. So we'll see. That's my analysis on the euro. Take it as you may, and trade with your stops. And if we get a pop and we get some action, tonight or London session, it could be a possible pop and change in trend to the upside. I'll keep you posted on my thoughts on the euro.